Okay, so let me get this straight. I was just searching through this GitHub Explore option, and the all the like most starred or most liked, or the preferences based some open source projects are shown. So I just stumbled across this project by a developer named MAT MOUL called Archfi. And the coolest thing about this is that it's a bash script. Hear me out. It's a bash script which install Arch Linux, and after you have booted from the Arch Linux installation media, you just need to run this script and it will install Arch Linux for you. Sounds crazy, but it's by far till now the best, easiest way to install Arch Linux. So without further ado, let's get started. So link to this article will be in the description below. The developer has also made some videos on his channel, but these are all like 3-year-old videos with no audio, and the language also is in French. Some parts are in English, but the main some components are in French actually. So let me just roll it again for you. So by the way, I'm actually fan of another YouTuber named Luke Smith. So he also makes great videos about Arch Linux and how to minimally install. Like you can see, Luke Smith. I'm running a pretty slow internet connection right now. I don't know why. So the net speed is not that great currently. Wow, it is much slower now. Why is it that much slower? However, it is running now. Okay, so he also makes great videos about open source community. So I actually follow him also. So today, this tutorial will be based on this Archfi. So first, as usual, we head over to archlinux.org, and I have just downloaded this ISO from here through this torrent link, because wait, let me just, yeah. So from this magnet link I downloaded this ISO. And oh, one more thing, since this script is like so old, I know that it's being updated, but actually the developer is in his video also he uses a cached server, and in here I think it's not made for my location. I mean, I am in India, so the mirror list might not be from my country. So let me just download an updated mirror list. I recommend you to do so also. Like you can get this mirror list. Okay, so this will come in handy later. Now I will just keep this whatever running, because if I ever need any help, I mean the install is well guided. So let's see what happens. So let me just switch over to my Arch Linux installation. So as you can see, I have booted it up on my VMware virtual machine, and so let's get started with it. So first, as the developer suggests, boot to the Arch Linux installation media. Let's see. Okay, that's cool thing to know. Logging in service, and yeah, okay, so we are in. So let's just test that our internet is connected or not. Just ping Google. So we are connected. Okay, so now let me just see that which server is active. Last time I checked, this was not working. It's a nearby institute of us. Let me just ping mirror dot cbc. Let me just ping it. Maybe it won't work today also. Let's see what happens. No, it's not working. Let's see a different mirror. I mean, you can get 40 minutes, so just keep in mind. .pkgbuild.com. Is this working? Let's see. Wow, are all mirrors? Oh no. Yeah, I'm receiving, but the latency is so high. So let's just roll back to another mirror. Let's see which one's working fine. You can just work with anyone, but your internet speed will be different. .in. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this one's faster, like 100 millisecond response time. Okay, so we will go with this one. Okay, so first of all, let me just switch back. As the developer suggested, he suggested by using either SourceForge or using his own GitHub. So I'm just going with his GitHub link. Okay, so let me just switch over. And he suggested writing what was it? Okay, so he suggested writing like wget, then MAT MOUL, his name dot github.io/archfi. So it will just download his script. Oh yeah, and it's downloaded now. archfi. And here we go, our installation started, guys. So let's see what it tells us. First we need to select our language. Our language is English. Where's English? Yeah, okay, we have English. Set keyboard layout. Let's see. Yes, English. Where's English? QWERTY layout, is that it? We just saw a QWERTY layout, but let's just go down. US, UK. This doesn't. Okay, I mean, I didn't go through the whole documentation. Let's just see what we can do. Okay, let's go with the QWERTY one. Okay, QWERTY layout. Cannot open file QWERTY. Okay, let's just go to the US one. Okay, US is done. Now editor, let's say actually Vim is not installed in it by default, so let's just go with Nano for now. Disk partitions. Okay, now so here's the fun part. The developer recommended using CG disk, the last option, if you want to manually partition, or since here I'm just on my virtual box, I will go with GPT. So let's just click on here. You just need to select it. Okay, you see select a device, depth/HDA, all data will be erased. Yes, I know. And now the fun part, you need to remember which partition is created when. Like first partition will be the BIOS boot, second partition will be okay, so first partition is create boot partition, second one will be swap, and your final one will be your root. Keep this in mind because it will come in handy in 1 minute. Now let's just go back, and here you see select partitions and install. Here you see what I was telling, select the boot device. Okay, So boot device will be like what? It created 4 partitions. Okay. Which one was what? Okay. Let's just cancel it. This partitions, edit partitions. Let's just see. First one was BIOS. Second one was what? Linux file system. Okay. So this is the boot. Okay. Then next one was swap. The final one is Linux file system. Okay. So let's just make it clear. So let's quit. Okay. Back, select partitions. This one's our boot. Select boot device, select swap device, select root device. Done. And home we have not created till now, but if you are manually partitioning, you may or may not have a home partition. So I don't really keep my home partition separate. So let's just go with none. And yes, now format devices or mount. So I will just go to format devices. Yes, format boot partition to like what? I'm not actually sure. It's using BIOS or UEFI. Okay, so that was using BIOS, right? Let's go with UEFI. So okay, format swap. Swap is swap. Now let's go for the file system. Let's go with ext4. Now mount. Okay, let's see. SDA1 is mount boot, then swap. SDA4, yeah. SDA4 is mounted as root, then boot is SDA2, swap is SDA3. Okay, so everything looks great. Now this is select mirror list by country, edit mirror list. Yes, so here you can see your mirror list is there. So let's just okay, like preferred. This is just a comment. Okay, what, this is just a comment. Now I'm going to write that list which we used earlier, the mirrors dot piconet one. Okay, so it will be let's see, server equal space equal to http:// mirrors piconets dot what web works dot in / arch linux mirror / dollar repo / os / arch. So this is actually completely optional, but I recommend you doing it because you know the speeds will be much less if you are not using it. So I'm just using this one, piconets.webworks.in / arch linux mirror. Yeah, okay, so everything looks fine. Let's go Control O, write it, relax. So now install Arch Linux, and this will be done. It's LTS Linux. Let's just go with Linux firmware. Okay. File system. Okay. What did I just do? Okay, I don't know. Let's just wait and see what happens. Maybe I messed something up. Like, let's just see what happens. Maybe I should have gone with the ButterFS option. I pressed that out of nowhere. I was going to press the down arrow key and I pressed this one. Totally noob. So it's just downloading everything right now. let's just do one thing. I will be right back when all of this is done. Okay, so let me just cut this straight to. Okay, so we are back now again here, and this installation has finished, and we got many not some errors like setting locale failed, but we can do that later, of course. So let me press continue. Now here's this config arch linux. Okay, so let's see, host name, let me just name it Archfi just to for this video's sake. So Archfi keyboard layout. Okay, so actually let me just google this shit right now. Arch linux keyboard layouts. Let me just I'll just get back once I found out this. Okay, so I found out just by quick googling that my configuration is Indian, so Indian layout. So Indian layout is not in his list, but our keyboard layouts are quite similar, so US keyboard layouts will be just fine for me. You can just google this stuff out. So let's just go on. Okay, US. Let's let's go with font, whatever font there is. Okay, let's just not mess around with it since it's optional. Locale, what's this? En, let's see. English in, is it? Yeah, English in. Okay, so let's see. Generation complete. Yeah, INUTF8. Yeah, say local time. So Indian is different than what Asia. Let's see. Oh no, it's different Indian. Okay, cancel. So local time Asia, and we have our Kolkata. Yeah, so I am here now. Hardware clock UTC, set root password. Now I'm just going to give here super secure password, like, okay, I'm not going to tell you what I gave, you just need to guess around. So password updated successfully. Enter. Now generate fstab by UUID. So UUID is actually the general convention used, because without UUID your drive letter names might change, but UUID won't change unless you reinstall like everything. So by UUID, done. Then these are all optional. Okay, so just ignore the background noises, I had some disturbances. So next we have like this: edit fstab, edit cryptab, edit mkinit cpio, edit mirrorless. So okay, let's just go and let me have you all a look. So this is what your traditional fstab looks like. Okay, so it is what generated when I clicked on generate fstab. So let's just leave it there, and we have like, okay, mirrorless we edited just few minutes ago. Now we have like bootloader. So by default bootloader is also not installed, so let's just install this Grub. Now first we need to install Grub in this live bootable media. Yeah, that sounds crazy. So install Grub. Now Grub is installing. I mean, Arch Linux is so lightweight that it actually doesn't even have Grub. So why is this? You can see here, since I have not updated the mirrors list, the speed is so slow. I mean, you can literally see a 20 kbps. Like, my net speed is not that bad. So what can I do? I think I'll change the mirrors list again. So for now, I'll just skip this video to the end, so that you don't get bored. Okay, so back again, and this grub installer has finished. So it's just generating the make file, and now let's see. Install grub bootloader, sda. So it's just installing it on my new system which we created just. So let's just click on back. Now we have extras. Let's see what extras. Yeah. Okay, so the background noise was awareness about COVID-19 from the government side. So there's that. And okay, I mean, yeah, I will install all of this. So let's just see what happens. Oh my god, I have not I forgot to update the mirrors list, and that's why this net speed is so much slow. Okay, so here's another cut. I mean, what can I do? I can't just leave you all stare at this loading screen for so long time. Okay, so cut. Okay, so that was a big wait time, and now we are back again. So these are all done. Press any key. Now this is an optional thing, like he also included a script to install a full desktop environment, but we are not going to do that right now. So pretty much everything is done, all the installation is done. So go back. Yes, also let's go unmount. Okay, so unmount, we just now let's see, back, then here's exit. Okay. So now we are in our boot media again. Now you can just type lsblk and see that all your partitions are there. Okay, let's just pass an F. Okay, so it gives you everything like UUID and everything else. So that's pretty much it. Now let's just write, does power off work in Arch Linux? Yeah. Okay, so let's choose strings. Yeah, so by using his guide we have just installed Arch Linux. Now let me just turn the machine back on and see that let me just unmount the live USB. Okay, say remove virtual disk. Okay, let's start this up. Okay, so let me just make this big for you. What happened? Shoot. Yeah. Okay, so now we are again back, and you can see what this will work. Okay, so you can see our Arch Linux installation is here, and oh, what is this? Don't show this mistake. Yes. So let's just see Arch Linux open, and let's see our installation succeeded or not. I mean, I'm also doing this the first time along with you all. So yeah, now comes the fun part. Arch Linux is installed. We have booted into TTY1, and your first default user will be your root. Just have root, give your that super secure password, and voila, you're inside. Now initially I have nothing, right? So let's just ls yeah, okay, so in our home folder we had nothing. So now you can install whatever you like so basically we have just booted into Arch Linux. Our Arch Linux is installed, so you can like lsblk-f. You can see all your drives are there and everything is done. Like Arch Linux is so minimal that we have just utilized what, Our drive was 16 point something gigs, so now 3. So as you can see, 3.1 gigs of storage was used, and that's the minimal installation of Arch. So actually Arch Linux can go much more minimal if I didn't install those extra packages. So like we have Vim here, so this is not there by default. Let's clear this out. So currently we have like bash, and let's see just what Linux kernel we are running. It's running 5.6.15, and does date command works? Yes. So it's 3rd June, and the time is also correct. Like, it's really amazing. Like, it just auto configures your system for you. So by default the Arch Linux installation is it's a pain in the but so with this script you can just install it seamlessly. Go try it out and comment down below. Oh, and one more thing, like Luke Smith also has a script for his Meta operating system, Meta distro. Like he calls itself it's LARBs. So it just also another script which just executes all configurations and installs DWM as your default window manager. So I will be posting another video on how to install LARBs for noobs. I'm also a noob, and hopefully you're also a noob. So let's just help each other. So if you like my video, like, comment, share and subscribe. So peace.